Welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman, and today I'd like to congratulate you because you, my friend, are ready to attempt your first notation project. That's right. In this lesson, I'm going to walk you through how you can take a song or melody that you hear and turn it into notation that you write yourself on the staff. To complete this project, you'll want to have in front of you the theory pages for this lesson, which you can find in the Unit 3 Method book, which, as always, it's available for download from the Hoffman Academy website. So, pause the video if you need a minute to get your theory pages ready. Otherwise, let's get started with step 1 of our notation project, which is to listen to the song we will notate. That song is I Have a Dog. And today, I've asked my finger puppet friends, Scuba and Princess, to sing it for you. Take it away, guys. I have a dog and his name is Rover. He is the one I love the best. Oh.
When he is good all over. When he is bad, he's just a pest.
Rover! Now, before you go on to step 2, it's important that you feel very familiar with I Have a Dog, which means you can sing along as you hear it. So if you feel like you need some more practice with it, just rewind the video and try singing along with Scuba and Princess as many times as you need to get familiar with it. That will really help you with the next steps. If you already feel like you are familiar with I Have a Dog, then let's go on to step 2. Step 2 of our notation project is to dictate the rhythm of I Have a Dog in the heartbeats you see here. Now, in your own theory page, which you can download and print from our website, I'd like you on your own to write the rhythms in these heartbeats. I'll help you get started, but I'd like you to do as much as possible on your own. Let's together sing and point to each beat as we sing I Have a Dog, and let's do it in sheep language. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? Ready, go. Ba, 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 ba. Now, I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can figure out where the quarter notes are, where the 2/8 notes are. And my clue to you is that on this line, there are only quarter notes and 1/8 notes. There won't be any other kind of rhythm. Let's sing it one more time together, and then you can pause the video to figure it out on your own. Ready? Touch and sing with me. Go. Ba, 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 ba. Now, pause the video and on your own paper at home, use a pencil so you can erase if there's a mistake. Use a pencil and write the rhythm in these heartbeats, then press play again, and I'll show you the answer. Here's the answer. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ta. Now, check your rhythm and make sure it matches this. You can pause if you need extra time to fix something. Otherwise, let's point and sing the rhythm words together. Say ta and ti with me. Actually, sing ta or ti with me as we point. Ready, go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ta. Good. Now, I will sing this next row and see if you can notice where there are quarter notes, 1/8 notes, and maybe any other rhythms. My turn, just listen and watch. Here we go. Ta, oops. If I say ta and ti, that gives you the answer. Let me try it in sheep language. Ready, go. Ba, 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 ba. Hopefully you're hearing some of these rhythms. This time, point and sing with me. Ready, go. Ba, 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 ba. Now, pause the video and draw in all the quarter notes, 1/8 notes, and my clue is there's a quarter rest somewhere. Pause the video to draw in the rhythms and then press play and I'll show you the answer. here are the rhythms. Can you point with me and let's sing them? Ready, go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 rest. Now, if you forgot how to draw a rest, here's a hint. Think of it as drawing a Z that's kind of falling or a little bit crooked, or you can think of a lightning symbol, just with 1, 2, 3 back and forth lines, and then add a hook to the bottom. That's how you draw a quarter rest. Zig, zag, zig, like a falling letter Z, and then a hook at the bottom. Or you can think of it as a Z with a C at the bottom. Pause the video if you need some time to fix any of your rhythms. Otherwise, let's keep going. Now let's do step 3, which is to figure out the time signature of I Have a Dog. It says in the instructions here, by finding the pattern of strong and weak beats. Add a time signature and bar lines to your rhythm dictation. Your teacher, Mr. Hoffman, can help. I'm Mr. Hoffman, and I'm here to help. Let's figure it out. Now remember that strong and weak beats usually come in patterns, like it can be strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, weak, or it could be strong, weak, strong, weak. There are lots of options. I'd like you to listen once and see if you're hearing strong, weak, or strong, weak, weak, or maybe even strong, weak, weak, weak is possible as well. So many possibilities. Just listen once and see if you're hearing some kind of pattern here. I have a dog and his name is Rover. Pause the video and try that again on your own and see if you can start to feel a pattern of the strong and weak beats. Then press play and I'll show you what I came up with. What I hear in this is a pattern of strong, weak, strong, weak. I have a dog and his name is Rover. Now, if this is true, remember we place a bar line right before all of the strong beats. A bar line tells us that one group of beats is finishing and the next strong is about to come. And then this bar line gets us ready for this new line down here. Now, when we have this kind of pattern, we can call that time signature 2 beats per measure. Remember, each of these groups of beats is called a measure. So when we have 2 beats per measure, we write a 2 on top, and the 4 on the bottom stands for quarter note beats. A 2/4 time signature really just means 2 quarter note beats per measure. So 2/4 is our time signature. Now, I'd like you to pause the video and on your own theory page at home, write in your time signature and add bar lines every 2 beats. At the end here, you don't need to add a bar line because you have this repeat sign, which functions as like a superpower bar line. And this repeat sign teleports you back to the start to do verse 2. So pause the video, add bar lines up here, and then also down here on line 2 on your own, then press play to go on. Here's where your bar line should be. And by the way, we don't really need a bar line here. Usually the time signature takes the place of that first bar line. The next step is going to be to figure out the solfege for I Have a Dog. To help with that, first let's sing it once, just moving our hands up and down with how the notes are moving. When the notes of the song go up, we'll move our hands up. When the notes go down, we'll move our hands down. We start right here in the middle on me. Let's sing I Have a Dog and move your hands with me. Sing along. Here we go. I have a dog and his name is Rover. He is the one I love the best. When he is good all over. When he is bad, he's just a pest. Now let's figure this out in solfege. Can you review the notes of the major pentascale in solfege? We start on do. Can you sing and do the hand signs with me? Let's try stepping up through the major pentascale. Go. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Good. Now let's step down. So, fa, mi, re, do. Great. Now, I have a challenge for you, and that is to try to figure out the notes of I Have a Dog in solfege. I'll hum the first 4 notes, and then you try and sing it back to me in solfege. The first 4 notes go, and my clue to you is the first note is mi. Listen one more time. Now, can you sing that back to me in solfege? The correct answer is mi, mi, re, do. Can you sing that with me? And do the hand signs. Go. Mi, mi, re, do. Good. Now, I'm going to do that same pattern again, but add 2 more notes. See if you can figure out what those 2 new notes are in solfege. What would that be in solfege? Listen to it one more time. Ba, 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 ba. Sing that back in solfege. The correct answer is mi, mi, re, do, do, do. Could you hear those repeats at the end? Try to sing that with me in solfege with hand signs. Go. Mi, mi, re, do, do, do. Now, let's figure out the next 4 notes. My clue to you is this one starts on re. Ba, 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 ba. I'll give you one more clue too. This pattern has 1 skip in it. Listen one more time. What would that be in solfege? The correct answer is re, re, mi, so. Try to sing that with me. Ready, go. Re, re, mi, so. Let's go to the next pattern. My clue for this one is that it starts on a mi again. What would that be in solfege? The correct answer is mi, mi, re, do. You might have noticed that's the same pattern as the start of the song, so it might have sounded familiar to you. Here are the last 4 notes of the song. See if you can figure it out. In solfege, the first note is do. Ba, 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 ba. Another clue is this one also has 1 skip in it. Listen one more time. Ba, 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 ba. What would that be in solfege? The correct answer is do, re, mi, do. Can you sing that with me and do the hand signs? Go. Do, re, mi, do. Great job. All right, step 5 is figure out how to play I Have a Dog on your piano using right hand in the C major pentascale. So on your own piano, go ahead and find the C major pentascale, do, re, mi, fa, so. And I'm going to ask you to pause the video and see if you can figure out how to play this yourself. If you get stuck, remember, try to sing along as you play, or you could rewind and review the solfege one more time. But my clue is that it starts on mi. I have a dog. That's as much as I'm going to show you. So see if you can figure out the rest. Pause the video, work on playing it, and then press play, and I'll try it with you. So hopefully you've figured out how to play I Have a Dog. And now I'll show you how to play it just in case you need some help. If you'd like to try playing along with me, you can, or you can just listen. We start on mi, and I'll sing it in solfege. Ready, go. Mi, mi, re, do, 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 re, re, mi, so. Mi, mi, re, do, do, re, mi, do. Then it it repeats. Mi, mi, re, do, 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 re, re, mi, so. Mi, mi, re, do, do, re, mi, do. Great. Step 6 is to write the letter names for each note using the rhythms that we dictated or notated earlier. So, for example, we know that the first note is an E, and then the second note is also E, 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 D, C, C, C. That's the first two measures. I have a dog and his. Now, on your own, I'd like you to go through the rest and write in the letter names. Again, use pencil. I think it's so great to make mistakes because mistakes are how we learn. And a pencil makes it okay to make those mistakes. I'm using marker so it's easier to see. It shows up better. But on your page at home, use pencil. Try to write in all the letter names and then press play and I'll show you the answers. Here's the correct answer for the letter names. Will you check your answers? We have E, E, D, C, 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 D, D, E, G, E, E, D, C, C, D, E, C, rest. Then it repeats and that gives us verse 2. Pause the video if you need to fix anything, otherwise let's go on. Step 7 is to notate I have a dog on the staff below. So now we're taking everything we've figured out so far and turning it into real music notation written on the staff. So you'll draw your treble clef. You'll add a time signature, which we've figured out was 2-4. And then you'll look at the rhythms and the letter names to figure out where to draw on the staff. I recommend maybe starting with the note head. You know you have to place it on E, which is this line number 1 of treble clef. Then add your stem. That one's a quarter note, so all we need is a stem. And then we have E, E, D. And since this is a TT, we'll fill in the note heads, we'll add stems, and then as eighth notes, we need a beam. So we have I have a. Now, where's the next note? Well, you can look back on the page you've already completed to see we need a C next. When we have a C, well, that goes off the staff. It's a middle C, so you need to add a ledger line, add a note head that goes right through that ledger line. I have a dog. And then you need 2 more C's, so I'll add 2 more ledger lines and his. And that's also a TT, so we need to connect them with a beam. Now, I'd like you to pause the video and you see if you can figure out the rest. Remember to use a pencil, and then when you're ready, press play, and I'll show you how it should look. Here's what your notation should look like. Take a moment to check your sheet music to make sure it matches. Pause the video if you need some extra time to check. And then let's notice that we're supposed to make sure that we added bar lines and a repeat sign at the end. Aha, I haven't done that. So if you haven't as well, maybe pause the video and add in some bar lines. And then at the end, we need a repeat sign. So we kind of have a thick line, a thinner line, and 2 dots. That tells us to go back. Now you might have noticed I didn't add a bar line right here. Technically, the clef or time signature takes a place of that bar line. So we've marked off the end of this measure, but generally you won't see another bar line down here. It wouldn't necessarily be wrong to place one. This is just how we standardly do it in music. Great work today notating the melody for I Have a Dog. Notating music this way can be a very useful skill for a pianist. In fact, when I was in high school, one of my friends who is a singer came up to me and asked, "Hey, will you play piano for me at the talent show?" I said, "Sure." But the only thing was, she didn't have sheet music for this song. I just had to listen to it over and over and over again to figure out the piano for myself and then write it down. This skill can also be very useful for any composing you want to do. In our next lesson, we'll work on adding chords to I Have a Dog. But in the meantime, happy practicing and see you next time.
You know, Rover, you really are good all over.